Hey gang, this is Mike with MrNoFluff.com, and as I'm typing, there is a 733 point drop in the stock market, guys. As I'm typing, as I'm bringing the news to you, and yesterday it was closed, and the day before that it was a 700, almost 800 point, 799 point drop. So in the past couple of days, okay, one day they were closed, but the past 2 days adjacent to each other, almost a 1,500 point drop, guys. Okay, which is amazing. Okay, it's amazing. Now, I'm sorry for everyone that's going to be losing their wealth, but I've been warning you guys since 2016, 2015, 2017, actually 2014. I've been warning you guys that the crash is coming. Okay, we have bubbles in stocks, we have bubbles in bonds, we have bubbles in real estate, we have debt bubbles, not only in America, but all the countries, not all, majority of the countries in the world. Some countries don't subscribe to fractional reserve lending, they don't subscribe to central bankers, and that's why they got dethroned by our government, just like Lebanon or just like uh, Saddam and so on, because they wanted to make their money, they wanted to get off the dollar. Okay, they wanted to make their money gold based or sell their oils in euros versus the petrodollar. But this is not a politic message. This is the truth. The truth is there's going to be a big crash coming, guys, not only in America, but all the other countries that have subscribed to fractional reserve lending, easy debt, because if you just look at America, you got the federal government in massive debt, more debt than they ever had in their entire lifetime. You have the states in debt, more debt than they have in their entire lifetime. You have the corporations in debt, okay? The corporations are just like getting this free cheese, buying their stocks back, expanding without actually having a good product, without actually having good systems. One great example is GMC. One great example is Ford, where we had to bail these guys out in the 2006 and all the other bankers, okay, 2006, 2007, 2008 with our tax dollars because they didn't have a good business system. Okay, their business system was not profitable. The bankers that went under, they were taking risks, they were creating all these instruments like mortgage-backed securities, etc. that were BS. Okay, so they were not providing good service, they were not providing good quality products or services, and they lost money. And then we went and bailed them out. That's what's called, I guess, a free enterprise or capitalism. But you know that's not what it is. Okay, that is favoring the select elite. Okay, and now the same thing is happening now. All these companies like GMC, like Ford, that got the bailout, the bankers got the bailout. Right now, they're defaulting. They're laying off employees because the market is artificially bubbled up from real estate to stocks. And now, as I'm typing, there was 733 points off on stocks. The previous day was 799 points. You add that up, and the previous losses in the last month or two, you can see that we're not going anywhere up, guys. We're going to actually come down. And right now, this is the beginning of the iceberg. Like I was telling Soraya this morning, is that all these big institutions have AIs. They have algorithms that making the decisions for the humans. They're saying when to buy, when to sell, etc. And after a certain threshold that the market crashes, these algorithms are probably going to kick in and do what they do, which is basically sell, right? And you're going to probably see, this is my opinion, I don't have a crystal ball, but you're probably going to see major movements, not 500, 600 points. I'm talking about 9,000 points, because after a certain threshold, these AIs or these trading algorithms are just going to just start selling without the humans even interfering, okay? Unless the humans go in there and push the button for it to stop. But as soon as certain type of threshold is hit, the algorithms are going to kick in from all these custodians, all these hedge funds, etc., that subscribe to the same modules to make investment decisions for them. Maybe they tweak it a little bit, but it's the same exact device. These devices are going to automatically start selling, and we're going to see an avalanche that we've never seen before happen. And not only in America, but in Canada, in Austria, in Japan, in Great Britain, and so on. There's so many places around the world that real estate is so inflated, they're so expensive, that I brought you guys on my YouTube channel last week. The median price range in America had gone up like $30,000-$40,000 in just 3 years, guys. Just 3 years, 30,000-40,000. That's what someone makes in the whole year. But some of you say, hey, well, that's not that much money. Yes, it is, because most people in America and all over the world, they don't have the money to buy the property. They're gonna get financing. The bankers are gonna use what's called amortization to screw them over out of their payments. So the majority of payments people make when they borrow money from a bank is the first 7-10 years, majority of that payment, if they were making $1,000 payment, $800 is gonna go towards the interest, not the debt reduction. Again, majority of the money through the funny numbers, funny mathematics that bankers can do, they created something called amortization, which majority of people don't even understand, okay? All right, no matter if they have a college degree, but even if they do, they don't really see what it is. Like an extra $50,000 prices going up on homes, put it on the amortization, that person may pay $80,000, $100,000, okay? Depends how long of a mortgage they have, okay? If they have a 15-year mortgage, it'll be less, versus if they have 30 or 40 or 45, etc., okay? And if it depends what kind of interest rate it is it a fixed, is it adjustable, what have you. So there's going to be a massive wealth change that's about to happen. A lot of good people are going to lose their money. The bankers are going to run off with it and make a lot of money, just like they did in the last crash. They took the people's down payment, they took the people's monthly payments, they took the people's home improvement loan, they cashed on the government insurance from Freddie Mac to Fannie Mae, because we insured them. And so they got to win both directions. They got the down payment, they got the monthly payments, they got the asset through foreclosure, and they got bailed out by the insurance, so they didn't really lose much besides gain multiple directions. And then they ended up selling that stuff, you know, for cash to cash investors at the auctions, or REOs through real estate agents, okay, for a lot less than they could have worked with the homeowner, etc. I know they created programs like that, but those programs did not work. And the reason I know is because I was in the front line dealing with homeowners, dealing with all these people that were trying to do HARP and, you know, Obama's program to delay the foreclosure, or work forbearance, or it was just only this much of people got it. The remaining lost their homes. And the bankers were telling them, don't make any more payments, right? Can we work this out? And then before it wouldn't work out, and now they're behind so much they could never make it up, guys, right? That's what the bankers are telling the homeowners, like, hey, you can't do a short sale if you're current, right? You can't do a loan modification if you're current. And some people were good people, they didn't want to stop paying, but the bankers told them, if you want to do a loan modification, if you want to do a short sale, you got to stop paying, or you can't do it. So guess what? They stopped paying. They weren't able to get the loan modification. They weren't able to get the short sale. Guess what? The bankers got the insurance money from the government, right? Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, Bob, they got paid. They got the property back and resold it. They got the down payments. They got the monthly payments. And the monthly payments was all amortized for us to pay their money first, 80%, 90% of their money first. They didn't lose anything, guys. They stole the middleman's wealth, right? Majority of the middleman's in America's wealth. And the same thing's gonna happen now, but even a lot worse, sir, because the central bankers have, like a cancer, spread all over the world with their fiat, fractional reserve lending. When they don't have the money, they have $1, but they can lend you out 10, or they can lend you out 20 for every dollar you give them, right? Anyways, guys, it's not all gloom and doom. There's a great opportunity coming. There's a great opportunity to get wealthy. Like, this is why I'm so excited, right? I'm excited that it's gonna burn, right? The market's gonna burn. Now, I'm very sad for people that are gonna lose their pensions, they're gonna lose their 401s. I'm very sorry for that. But I warned you guys since 2014, 2015, 2016. Go to my YouTube channel. People didn't want to believe me, okay? I exited. I bought gold. right? And I've let everyone know, like, this is what I'm doing. And I knew the crash was coming, dude. Now, I'm not a guy that uses statistics and curves, and no, I don't do that. I got my ear on the pulse of the heart on the street. I listen. I watch people. I watch the buildings go up. I look around when I travel, right? I listen to what my mama says. I listen to what my cousin says, what the bus driver says, what the other guy, and I formulate that, and I know when things are gonna go burn. Not because I listen to some kind of statistic or some kind of chart. I got my ear on the pulse of the streets. And I know when there's gonna be a bubble, not because I'm smart, because I can see it. When everyone's drinking their own Kool-Aid and feeling high off their own supply, right? When everyone's doing real estate deals, when everywhere I go, they're building apartment complexes. When everywhere I go, I see houses left and right, right? When everywhere I go, I see people starting businesses and borrowing money and expanding, right? When I see the stock market shoot up more than ever before, when I see people getting into more and more debt, when I see inflation, right? I don't need no charts and stacks to be able to tell you what's gonna happen in the future. I just follow my heart, my gut. I don't need a logical brain to analyze no, I just feel it. I follow my heart. I'm a dreamer. And I can tell you, it's gonna come, and it's gonna come very hard. And there's gonna be a wealth change. And I'm gonna be on the side to win. I'm gonna go out there and help out as many homeowners as possible and buy their home by just taking over their payments. Last crash, I was scared, and I only bought a handful because my mama's illiterate, my daddy's illiterate, they're refugees, so I didn't have advice. But this year, I know better. But even though I was scared last year, I took action. Many people are more highly educated than me. They didn't buy one fucking house in the crash. I bought many, right? And each one I put $2,000 or $3,000 in, or less than 10 grand total, and made over $100,000 each one. Okay, equity cash out plus monthly cash flow. Over. And I was motivated, and I let my shit go. I could have cashed out for a lot more if I wasn't motivated, right? But I don't need a chart. I don't need some guy from CNN or to tell me. I don't even watch those guys, man. Right? They're bought out by their corporate elite. Right? They're telling you to buy Bitcoin when it was 20 grand. Right? They're telling you that real estate is hot just a couple of months ago. But when it crashes, right, they're gonna tell you now's the time to sell. There's no equity, no one wants the real estate. Guess what? That's when I'm gonna go right in to go buy real estate. When the news tells me now's a good time to buy, I'm selling. When the news tells me this is a good time to sell, I am buying. When the people say it's a good time to buy, I'm selling. When the people say this is the worst time to buy, I am buying, right? I don't need charts for that. I just listen to people, right? And I share this information to you guys because I want you guys to win. I'm tired of big corporations. I'm tired of the GMCs that make shitty products, right? I'm tired of that. I'm tired of the banks that don't have great customer service. They don't make any fucking products. They charge you monthly fees. They charge all these fucking shit. They meddle in precious metals. They meddle in stocks, and they make money. Up or down, they make money. We bail them out, or there's insurance like Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. When they invest in real estate, we bail them out. I'm tired of big corporations like that. I want everyone to have their own business. I want the small guy. I'm tired of Walmart where they pay their employees shitty. The employees hate being there. They have shitty products, shitty service. I don't want Walmarts. I want that local grocery store owner that if he does good business, he can have 10, 20, 30 locations, 100 locations. But I don't want this big corporation that is too big to fail, like Ford's and GMC. That's why we had to bail them out. That's why we had to bail out the bankers and all the other stuff. We don't need that, man. You're more powerful. I believe that you can be your dreams without a credit. I believe you can be your dreams without any money. I believe that you can be your dreams just being you, right? Just being you. And all you got to do is just take action. That's it, dude. You just got to take action. You don't need a credit. You don't need a banker. You don't need a college degree. You don't need a small business loan, right? All that stuff is hooking you up for debt. All that stuff is hooking up for the vendors to win, for the lenders to win. Vendors and lenders to win, not you, right? Why do I say that? Debt is slavery. They're enslaving you. They're enslaving big corporations. They're enslaving the small guy. They're enslaving even the governments. Governments all over the world are in debt. Just look around, guys. Most of you guys don't even listen to news from other countries or read articles from other countries, see what's going on. Like, the bubble can burst not from something that happened in America. Something can happen in Greece. Something can happen in Italy. And everything starts falling, dude. Domino effect. And as I'm typing, stocks were down 733 points. Yesterday were closed. The day before that, they were down 799 points. And I've been letting you guys know since 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017 that, hey, it's going to bust. People said I was crazy, right? People said I was crazy. But we'll see. Time will tell. And it's okay to be crazy. At least I'm on the streets making moves, being my dreams. I don't have a job. I don't work for the man. I don't sit in the traffic. I've never had a job, right? So I make mistakes, but I'm living life up. I'm free. Are you free? Do you have a job? If you do, you want to leave that, come join the Abundance Club, my mastermind. I'll show you how to be your dreams without no money. No money. I just had a meeting with a couple of real estate agents and new investors on Flipping Wednesdays yesterday. Showed them how to get customers in their own backyard with no money. One of the people was a 20-year-old veteran thanking me for showing them how to do it for free. Because you're more powerful than a stinky banker, than a credit, than debit, than all this bullshit, man. And the school system has made you feel like if you make a mistake, you can't succeed. Where I teach you at the dojo, at Mr. No Flub Abundance Club, that mistakes is how you win. With mistakes, you win. Being right, only your ego wins. Being right, only your ego wins. But when you make mistakes, you humble yourself, you learn how to adjust, you change yourself. That's living life, man. That's being your dreams. And I want you to be your dreams. If you want to be a book writer, you want to be a photographer, you want to be a personal trainer, you want to be a real estate investor, you want to be an agent, you want to start a franchise, I don't give a damn. I just want you to be your dreams. I don't want you to work for the man. I'm tired of big corporation monopolies, too big to fail bullshit. Because they're robbing your job. They're inflating your money. They're making you work more. You know, I had family that came to America in 2000. On my girl's birthday, they were telling me, in 2000, they used to go to Walmart with $100. They would get the whole shopping cart full from the top and the bottom. Okay? This is in year 2000. Today, they say they go to Walmart with $100. They can only fill up a basket. Not even the full cart anymore, man. And they didn't understand what that is. That's inflation. Prices going up. That's inflation. That's a hidden tax because of the stinky bankers. They keep printing money. The Federal Reserve, EQ, printing money, robbing your wealth. So that's why I support Bitcoin, right? Because I don't want no more middleman. I'm tired of bankers. I'm tired of big corporations like Walmart's and all this big stuff. I want the small guy to have a business. And if they do good, they can have multiple businesses. We don't need these big old mammoth Apples and Microsofts and AT&Ts and Verizons and GMCs. We need 50 different car manufacturers. We don't need just 2 or 3. So if they're not doing a good job, let them go bankrupt. Some of the guys that work there that got fired may start their own companies. If we have a little bit less regulation, everything you need a license, a permit to do. It's so tough to be a business in America anymore. America used to be the land of opportunity, and it still is. But they suck it through. They filter so no one can make it besides the big corporations. They just help out the big corporations stay at the top. The little guy is hard to come up, man. Right? But I believe the little guy, the guy that pushes the little cart that sells ice cream, should have the opportunity to become a multi-million-dollar ice cream business. I believe the person that cuts hair, if they do a great job and they do great marketing, they can have multiple locations. I believe the guy that wants to be a photographer can be a world-renowned photographer. And there should not be one big company that holds everyone else down. And then the government funds them and protects them, and lobbyists go make the laws for them and hold the little guy down. That's why the banks robbed us in the last crash. And once again, it's going to happen. They're going to rob your mama. I'm sorry to say that, dude, but they're gonna do that through the foreclosure. They're gonna rob them through their pensions if they were firefighters, police officers, school, big corporate. They're gonna take that, man. Right? Anyways, guys, tariffs are gonna destroy America. They're gonna make other countries great. They're gonna tax the shit out of you. Bankers are gonna enslave you, just like the founding forefathers said. Central bankers were gonna slave their children, and here it is. And I'm gonna tell you that you are more powerful than you realize. You don't need no banker, you don't need no credit. You can just close your eyes and manifest what's in your brain into the real world, just like this, with a little work. Everything around you was manifested in someone's brain. They didn't need no banker. Henry Ford started his business. They wouldn't lend him no money. He used his savings on his farm to buy his first, make his first car. So if he can do it, if Dell can do it, if Microsoft can do it, or Harley Davidson, these guys all started in their garages. Right? Then you can do it too. And that's my message. My message is you're more powerful than you realize. My message is you can do whatever you want. You don't need no stinky banker. You don't need a permission. You don't need to pursue happiness. You're already it. You're living life. You're already it, man. I just lost my dog. He's gone. But you're living. Right? So there is no pursuit for happiness. You're already it, man. You just got to be happy and be your dreams. You can't be happy working for the man. You can't be happy yes sir and no sirring someone. You can't be happy when someone's giving you. You can't be happy sitting in traffic every day, an hour. When they tell you can't go to your kid's soccer game, you can't go this, you can't go do that. How can you be happy with that when you have a master? But if you work out of your love, you work with your compassion, you do what you want to do, then you will be happy. And then your kids will benefit. And the society will benefit. If you do what you love, the world will change, ladies and gentlemen. If you work and produce versus take from some banker free money, some kind of debt, then the world will be a lot better place, not only for you, for your kids, for the community, and so on. But when we stick our hands up and say, please banker, give us money so we can pay our employees, give us money so we can expand, give us money so I can buy a house, give us money so we can do this or this, all you learn is just to beg. I've never used a stinky banker. I own multiple businesses. I made multi-million dollars. Never used a credit card. Just use my brain, $100. And I'm doing it right now. I just went homeless, give all my shit up, come back, start a business with no money. I didn't go put anything on my credit card. I sacrificed. I sleep on a fucking air mattress. I turn my phone off. I'm saving my money so when the crash comes, I can get into this and become wealthy. And do it all over again like I did in 2006. Do it all over again like I did when I came out of college with $100. So you sacrifice. The currency, I always say the currency of entrepreneurs is sacrifice. It's not fucking credit or debt. That's the currency of slaves. Imagination, creativity, hard work. That's the currency of entrepreneurs, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you don't lose a whole lot of money in this crash. And if you do, remember, there's things you can do if you put the time into your brain. Turn the TV off, sleep less, go to less games, spend time with your family so you know what's very important to you so you can be your dreams. The more you spend time with your family, the more you realize you want to be your dreams versus working for the man, right? And I believe in you. Hustle and bustle, guys. Peace.